Guys, here we go. Another vintage amp for sale, tube top bass amp. Palomar Skipper 300, and in really good shape, except for right down here in the corner. This corner has taken a lick. So that's very unfortunate because other than that, the amp's really nice. Now, I haven't had the covers off of it. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this amp has 4 8950s in it. Again, if I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. People do convert them over to cheaper tubes. Going to prefer local pickup on this one. That's not to say I can't be convinced to ship it. But basically, when I do that, I mean, you're going to have to take some risk in it too, because I will pack it to the best of my ability, take the tubes out, pack them. But the unfortunate thing is sometimes stuff still happens to them, and UPS, FedEx, they're a little bit hesitant to pay the insurance because it's such an old item. I mean, it's really hard. Unless it gets lost in shipping, a lot of times they don't even want to pay the insurance on it. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to list it up local pickup for a while. You know, like I said, somebody might be able to twist my arm and get me to ship it, but I would rather not ship it. On and off switch, operate, standby, which standby on this thing is still kind of weird. It's like it keys, but it doesn't put out any power when you have it in standby. So that's kind of strange. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. When you put it in operate, as you can see, the meter works and it starts putting out power. Receive preamp does not work. Very common on these old tube amps. Rarely will you have that work on these. Sideband delay does work from what I can tell. You get the distinct click click on AM. And then the power high and low will demonstrate that here in a second. Real simple amp, 2 tuners in the front, tuned input in the back. Basically, you want to tune them all for maximum output power. I tuned it for PEP. You can tune it on average. The power will be a little bit different on average versus tuning it for PEP. But I just tuned it for maximum PEP output because we have a peak kit in this meter. If I didn't have a peak kit, I'd tune it for average, and it would lose just a little bit of peak. Again, it runs on 110 volts, really nice amp. I hate that it's got that ding in the corner, but other than that, it's really nice. You can see the tubes glowing in there a little bit. There's your input tune on the back. So 35 watts PEP is what we're putting into it, probably about 1.5 watts, 2 watts, give or take. We'll zoom in here, 1,000 watt slug. This is average power first. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Almost 200 average. Hello, audio. From about 100 watt day key. And then PEP. Hello, audio, 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 audio. About 450 or so. Believe when I tuned it earlier, I think I had it close to 500. I may have bumped a knob, been here fooling with it or something. But about 450 is what it's doing right now. You might tune it, get a little bit more out of it. Again, I got some dehumidifiers and stuff run too. And we do just have this thing plugged into a surge protector cord. So plug it straight in the wall, probably come up just a little bit. But I wouldn't expect it to do 600 watts or anything. But I know earlier it was doing 500 and then come back 2 or 3 minutes later and it was still doing 500. So I would expect in the ballpark 450, 500, maybe just a little bit more. But a nice running amp, Skipper 300. I don't see a lot of these floating around. Again, just doing a video on it because I had it over here on the stack of stuff to go through and test, and figured I'd share it with you guys. So we'll wrap this video up and move on to something else, everybody. I appreciate it. Everybody have a good night. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. Skipper 300 by Palomar. Tough little amp here. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. See you. Bye.